What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Big Boy John 25. Tonight I'm gonna do my WWE Raw review and highlights. You guys new. Hit that like button, subscribe to my channel. Let's get started. Now, before we get to this Raw review, I just want to say I'm glad it's my birthday today. So you need to say happy birthday down below in the comment section. I'm 30 years old, and that's all I gotta say. I'm wearing this wrestling shirt right here, as you can see. Let me know what you think about this shirt. But anyway, I can say this, man. This was this Raw was better than last week, but the show itself was boring. But anyway, so we're kicking things off in ring segment. Drew McIntyre. McIntyre starts by saying it's Monday, and you know what that means. Yeah, yeah, yeah. As a subtle nod to the recently departed John Hubert / Brody Lee. Rest in peace to Brody Lee. Go check out that video that I posted yesterday. But anyway, let me continue. Sheamus walks down to the ring. McIntyre tells Sheamus that he wasn't supposed to lay a finger on Keith Lee last week. Sheamus says he's promised not to touch Lee during the match, so he did it after. Sheamus says they are finally going to face each other for the championship. Lee interrupts. Lee says McIntyre told him that he could trust Sheamus, but clearly he can't. Now McIntyre's word means just as much to Lee as Sheamus does. Sheamus and Lee argue. McIntyre says they should just start their match now. McIntyre asks for a referee. Sheamus kick Keith Lee. That part was funny. But anyway, number one contenders match. Sheamus versus Keith Lee. This match was good by itself. I enjoyed this match by itself. But anyway, Lee beats Sheamus into the corner. Lee sets up a suplex, but Sheamus fights out of it. Sheamus locks in the armbar. Lee fights out of it. Sheamus works over Lee's arm. Lee dumps Sheamus over the top rope. Lee sends Sheamus into the barricade. Before Sheamus can react, Lee whips him into the ring post. Sheamus fires back. Sheamus lands a flying axe handle off the top. After the break, Sheamus lands 10 beats of the battery. Sheamus dives off the top, but Lee swats him out of the air. Lee calls for the spear bomb. Sheamus kicks Lee in the knee. Lee crushes Sheamus with a low crossbody. Sheamus responds with the white noise. Lee and Sheamus trade strikes. Lee launches Sheamus into the air and hits the spear bomb for the win. The winner of the match, Keith Lee. After the match, Lee gets in McIntyre's face. They will finally face off for the WWE title next week. Let's continue. So we get The Miz versus Grand Metalik. This match was quick. So Metalik Metalik rolls up Miz for the surprise win. The winner of the match, Grand Metalik. Alright, backstage. Almas and AJ Styles burst into Elias' locker room. Styles complains about Elias' music disturbing Almas. Styles challenges Elias to a match. So, okay. Elias is garbage. Me and Tim have been trying to tell y'all Elias is garbage. So we got it right here. So we get Shayna Baszler versus Dana Brooke. This match I did not pay attention to. Baszler tries to stomp on Brooke's arm, but Brooke moves out of the way. Baszler slams Brooke's arm onto the ring apron. Baszler works over Brooke's injured arm. Baszler drags Brooke out of the ring and locks her in the Kafuta clutch. Baszler attacks Rose outside the ring. Baszler tries to stomp on Rose's arm, but Rose avoids it. Brooke electric chair drops Baszler on the ring apron. Brooke sends Baszler back into the ring. Baszler locks Brooke in the Kafuta clutch. Brooke taps out. The winner of the match, Shayna Baszler. Now I thought Dana Brooke was gonna win this match, but Shayna Baszler won. All right, after the match, Baszler puts Rose in the clutch. So we get Alexa's Playground. I enjoyed this segment right here, Alexa's Playground. Alexa says she hasn't seen the Fiend since he got set on fire. Maybe the Fiend will come back on Legends Night to meet his idol Hulk Hogan, or maybe the Fiend will come back during her Playground while Randy Orton is here. Who knows? Alexa tries to introduce Orton, but he never comes to the ring. Orton appears on the Tron. Orton is in the Firefly Funhouse. Orton kicks Husky over. Orton says Bliss thinks the Fiend is coming back, but he isn't. Orton tosses the buzzer at the witch and rips off Ramblin' Rabbit's head. Alexa challenged Orton to the stand in the ring with her later tonight. Orton accepts. Alright, so we get backstage. Backstage, Charlotte Flair says Nia Jax injured her arm, and she was out for half a year. When she returned, she beats Jack for the tag team titles. Asuka walks in and says Nia Jax isn't ready for Asuka. So we get AJ Styles versus Elias. This match was pretty good for what it was. It was just pretty good, but Elias is still garbage. So it says Elias works over Styles. Styles fires up and sends Elias out of the ring. Elias slams Styles' now injured shoulder onto the ring post. After the break, Elias continues his assault. Riker tries to sneak attack, but almost steps up. Riker trips over himself, trying to get away from Almas. Styles fires up and lands a Yorgoshi for a near fall. Styles calls for the Styles Clash, but Elias escapes. Elias surprises Styles with a drift away. Styles kicks out. Elias goes up top. Styles cuts Elias off. Styles hits the Pele kick. Elias hits the TKO for another near fall. Styles hits the phenomenal forearm for the win. The winner of the match, AJ Styles. Alright, let's move on. So we get Ricochet versus Mustafa Ali. This match was fantastic. So we get Ricochet lights Ali up with chops after chop. Body slam followed by an elbow drop by Ricochet. Ali kicks out. Back body drop by Ricochet. Ali trips Ricochet into the middle rope. Flying neck breaker by Ali. After a distraction, Mace and T-Bar launch Ricochet onto the barricade. After the break, Ali drops Ricochet with a backstabber. Ricochet kicks out. Ali continues his assault. Ali taunts Ricochet, demanding Ricochet join them. Ricochet does a backflip and German suplex. Ricochet turns Ali inside out with a discussed clothesline. Ricochet hits the kickback. Ricochet tries to pin Ali, but Mace pulls Ali out of the ring. Ricochet takes out every member of Retribution. Ricochet tries a shooting star press, but Ali gets his knees up. Ali locks Ricochet in the Koji clutch. Ricochet passes out. The winner of the match, Mustafa Ali. This match was fantastic. Alright, after the match, Ali tells Ricochet to join him. Ricochet says no. He hits the recoil on Ali. Ricochet escapes the ring, avoiding the rest of Retribution. Now this part right here, Ricochet should have joined Retribution. Ricochet had an opportunity, but Ricochet blew it. So Ricochet refused to join Retribution. I say, look, Ricochet lost to Ali, but I would rather have Ricochet join Retribution. But that's all I gotta say from here. But this match was fantastic by itself. So we get backstage. McIntyre says Lee can beat anyone in WWE when he is on anyone's except him. So we get Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax. I didn't really care about this match. So it says Jack works on Flair, previously injured arm. Flair hits a big boot followed by a drop kick that sends Jack flying out of the ring. A baseball slide sends Jack into the announcer desk. Baszler tries to get involved. Asuka takes Baszler out. Flair tries to lock in the figure 8, but Jack slams her into the middle turnbuckle. After the break, Jack is working over Flair. Flair fires up. Jack drops Flair with a powerbomb. Flair kicks out. Baszler sends Asuka flying into the announcer desk. Flair puts Jack in the figure 8. Baszler slides into the ring and locks Flair in the Kafura clutch. The referee calls for the bell. Jack has been disqualified. The winner of the match, Charlotte Flair. Alright, as Charlie is talking to Angel Garza, R-Truth frantically runs into the frame. R-Truth is being chased by a bunch of superstars. Garza drops his rose in the process. Alright, let's move on. So we get the New Day and the Hardy Bros versus the Hurt Business in an 8-man tag. This match was fantastic. So we get one way into the ring. Bobby Lashley announced that he declares for the Royal Rumble match. Alexander avoids the overhead kick. Alexander lands a drop kick. Lashley tags in, hits a delayed vertical suplex. The Hurt Business works over Riddle in the corner. Hardy tags himself. Hardy and Riddle hit poetry in motion on Alexander. Hardy clotheslines Lashley over the top rope. After the break, the Hurt Business is working over Riddle. Riddle eventually managed to tag in Kingston, who clears the ring. Boom drop by Kingston to Alexander. Woods gets a blind tag. Woods hits a harbor clothesline on Alexander. Hardy lands the swanton. Lashley breaks up the pin. Everyone lands a big move. Hardy sets up the twist of fate. Lashley reverses it into the Hurt Lock. Hardy taps out. The winner of the match, the Hurt Business. This 8-man tag was fantastic. After the match, Alexander and Benjamin tried to attack the New Day outside of the ring. Kingston and Woods escape. Back in the ring, Riddle blasts Lashley with the final flash knee. Backstage, Adam Pearce returns the Money in the Bank briefcase back to the Miz. This was the shocker part right here. Adam Pearce just really gave the Money in the Bank briefcase back to the Miz. They setting this up for next week. The Miz is going to cash in his Money in the Bank against Drew McIntyre. Watch, I tell you, and I'm calling it down the middle. But anyway, we get the in-ring segment. I enjoyed this segment by Alexa Bliss. Orton joins Bliss in the ring. Orton demands to know where he is. Bliss says this isn't about him, it's about her. Bliss retrieves a present from the timekeeper's area. Bliss opens it and reveals a gas can and box of matches. Bliss lays it at Orton's feet. Bliss challenges Orton to do her what he did to the Fiend. Bliss lays down in the middle of the ring. Orton folds his arms and doesn't budge. Bliss pours gasoline in the middle of the ring and lays in it. Bliss demands Orton do it. Orton again doesn't budge. Alexa Bliss pours more gasoline in the ring. Bliss says Orton doesn't have the guts. Bliss calls Orton a little you-know-what. Bliss pours the gasoline all over herself. Orton asks Bliss if she really thinks he wouldn't do it. Orton says if he wants to do it, but he knows it was she wants. The light turns off in the arena. Orton lights a match as the match burns. The show fades to black, and Raw goes up the air. Now, if Randy Orton wants to burn Alexa Bliss, Randy Orton will be a savage. And that's all I got to say from there. But overall, I can say this show was better than last week, but the show itself was boring. But anyway, I'm glad that it was my birthday today. I had a good time on TM's live stream. TM, shouts to you once again. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed my WWE Raw review on highs, please drop a like on this video, subscribe to my channel, and share the video all over social media. I'll leave my Twitter, my Instagram, and TikTok down below in the description. And I'll see you guys this Wednesday on AEW Dynamite review and highlights. I'll talk to you guys later, and I'm out of here.